What's up guys, today I've got 3 moves for you that you can do with a single kettlebell, which is going to help you build power not just in your hips but also in your upper back. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first exercise is going to be the kettlebell high pull. Here you're going to be snapping with your hips and at the same time extending your shoulder back. Make sure you're swinging and pulling back as soon as the kettlebell comes up to shoulder height. Make sure it's not too heavy a kettlebell so that you're not able to swing it all the way up. So once you swing it all the way up, your elbow comes sort of parallel to the floor. This is when you pull back with your upper back, focusing on the rear deltoid and all the muscles in the upper back. This is an excellent exercise to build up the strength not just in the rear deltoids but also in your hips. So you definitely want to add this to your arsenal. To initiate the movement, you just want to drop the kettlebell in between your legs. Try to bring it up to shoulder height. Once you bring it to shoulder height, that's when you actually pull it back and then let it go. Pull it back and then let it go. Pull it back and then let it go. Here the common mistakes that I see is people don't swing high enough to catch the kettlebell at the right height. Number 2 mistake that people make is that when they swing, they drop their wrist. You want to make sure your wrist is straight and then you're pulling back. Number 3 mistake that people make is once they do pull it back, they just sort of let it go. Once you pull it back, you got to get that same motion, that same arc all the way down into your hips as well. What that looks like is this. So you pull it up, back, and then let it drop. Back, and then let it drop. What you don't want to do is pull it back and then make it just drop. You got to push it back into that same arc. The second exercise is going to be the kettlebell clean. Here you basically want to drop the kettlebell between your legs. Make sure there's enough space for the kettlebell to move so you're not bringing your knees too close. Make sure there's enough space. Drop the kettlebell in between and then pull it up and then push your hand through. So usually people end up hitting their wrist over and over because they're trying to swing the kettlebell. You don't want to swing the kettlebell as soon as it comes to this height. You want to push your hand through. The last 2 fingers, imagine you're trying to push through the kettlebell. What that looks like is this. Swing between your legs and then push. Swing and push. Remember, you're breaking from the hip, keeping that chest high and then pushing. Pushing. So basically what I meant was when you pull it up, you don't want the kettlebell to fall this way. That's when your wrist hurts. What you ideally want to do is when you pull it up, you want to focus on pushing these 2 fingers up through the gap. So as it comes up, through the gap. As it comes up, try to point that pinky up towards the ceiling or the sky, and that's how you're going to get the right technique. Alright, the third exercise is the snatch. I would recommend that you start with a very light kettlebell so that you're not actually going all the way back and you do know that you have enough strength to push the kettlebell. Once you get stronger in this exercise, you can get the weight up higher and higher and higher. So this is going to be combining your lower body as well as your upper body. So this is similar to the clean, but you're not just going to end here. Obviously, if you're using a lighter kettlebell, you have the capacity to swing all the way up. But don't think of it as an arc going up this way. It's not an arc going up this way. It's the same motion where you're pushing your hand up, but all the way extending overhead instead of just dropping the kettlebell here. So what that looks like is swing your hips back and then push all the way up. Then swing your hips back and then push all the way up. So it's combining the lower body. At this point, it's combining the upper body, using that momentum and then pushing up with the strength of your shoulder, locking back and making sure your shoulder is stable enough. Your rear deltoid also gets worked here because your shoulder needs to be stable enough to hold the kettlebell. Don't let it just drop back, getting that excessive arch in the back. Make sure your core is tight and you're stopping right here using the strength of your shoulder. So what that basically looks like is here. So I'm pushing up. Notice my arms and ears are in one line, pushing back and then up, all the way up. It's an explosion up and not an arc this way. So you don't want to swing this way because that will hurt you. You want to basically use the strength of the hips to bring the kettlebell up to maybe shoulder height and then push it all the way through. Push that momentum all the way through with the strength of your shoulders. One more time. And up. Dropping the kettlebell between your hips and then extending all the way up. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked that video. The sun's starting to come, so I'm gonna have to go back home because it's gonna get really hot. It's already very humid. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you liked it, leave me one of these. Hit the subscribe button. Do it. Do it. And keep tuned for more such videos. If you want to watch any of my other videos related to nutrition, training, any way to get you lean, any way to get you athletic, this is the page that you want to be at. So I hope you like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.